Alright guys, hope you're all doing good today. We've got a solid mix for today's update. torzsi shows love to molodoy after their up battle in the Cologne quarters, and MOUZ get ready for yet another shot at Vitality. Plus, paiN are stepping in for Aurora at Blast Open London, and the Bounty Season 2 bracket is officially locked in. A few spicy matchups already, and to top it off, Twistzz dropped a brutal tweet after Liquid got clapped by VP Academy. No sugarcoating it from him. Drop a like if you enjoyed these daily recaps, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the playoff coverage. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so torzsi just dropped some straight up respect on Furious molodoy after their nail biter in Cologne in an interview which we will take a look at. But not only that, he's locked in on what it will take to finally break Vitality's curse. Let's run through it. So MOUZ scraped past Fury 2-1 in their quarterfinal clash, but it was not clean. It took a full-blown comeback on Inferno with Xerxion popping off on Banana and OT Magic on Train just to cross the finish line. After the match, torzsi sat down with HLTV and gave some real insight. torzsi literally said he reminds me of myself when I was in Tier 2. Now, some people are confusing that with torzsi disrespecting or insulting molodoy or Fury in some way, but I beg to differ. He called him a star in the making, said he's sharp, got his own style, his own ideas, and straight up loved the battle between the Oppers. You can tell the kid made an impression. As for the series, torzsi admitted MOUZ locked off on Mirage, said the team got lazy, didn't communicate, and even blamed himself for mentally skipping ahead to the semi-final before they even closed the map. But Inferno, different story. Once Xerxion got the green light to go wild on Banana, things shifted. Brolan was landing his nades, torzsi was supporting, and suddenly MOUZ were back in it. He gave Roland props too. Apparently Ludwig made some banger calls under pressure, and now it's Vitality time again. torzsi didn't sugarcoat it. MOUZ have to show up at 110% or they're getting smoked. He said it best. They'll punish us for every mistake like they always do. And yeah, Train's T-side was messy. His words, not mine. They know it wasn't clean, but they're getting better each game and believe the best is still to come.
Heard you earlier giving a lot of props to molodoy. I spoke to Jimmy on the media day as well, and he was saying how you kind of all need to be sharp to be able to shut him down. Obviously, he was still getting a lot of his moves. He was still getting aggressive, catching you guys off guard. What makes it so hard, to play against this guy?
Yeah, I think he's really good, to be honest. I really like his play style. I don't know if you heard it, but I also said. Yeah, he reminds me a little bit of myself when I was playing in Tier 2, Tier 3. I think he's definitely a star oper, in my opinion. I think he has his own moves, he has his own ideas, and I think he's really sharp as well. And yeah, I think he has a bright future in front of him. I think he played amazing, and yeah, I also want to say that I really enjoyed to play versus him. And we had a really good fight as an opers, so yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
So yeah, really nice words from torzsi, man. I really like torzsi as a player and as a personality. I think he's a really nice guy. So yeah, and just quickly to touch on that, that will be 7 consecutive losses this year, 8 overall for MOUZ, and yeah, like this post says, is today the day MOUZ finally break the streak? I mean, you gotta think so, right? I mean, hopefully, man, someone's gotta beat Vitality. Come on, guys. A quick update outside of Cologne, paiN are officially in for Blast Open London, taking Aurora's spot in the online stage later this month. Aurora pulled out with zero explanation at first, but a few hours later they finally posted saying it was due to their packed schedule. Makes sense, they've got Bounty Season 2 coming up, EWC later on, and they already struggled with stand-ins at Cologne. Probably just couldn't squeeze it all in. So that opens the door for paiN, who will now join the likes of Na'Vi, G2, FaZe and Vitality in London. Not a bad upgrade for the Brazilians, especially after looking solid in recent qualifiers. And speaking of Blast Bounty Season 2, the full first round bracket's been drafted, and yeah, some fun matchups are coming. We take a look, we have bait versus ex-Na'Vi Jr., Liquid versus Ecstatic, GT versus Namiga, FaZe versus Bet Boom, and then we have Virtus Pro versus MIBR, Na'Vi versus TNL, Spirit versus Passion UA, which might be a stomping, probably will be a stomping, Astralis versus Rare Atom, Furia versus Big, MOUZ versus OG, paiN versus NIP, that should be a good one, and Legacy versus Fnatic, and then lastly we have Mongols versus ENCE, Aurora versus FlyQuest, Vitality versus NRG, and Heroic versus Complexity. All these openers are best of threes, single elim, so someone's going home early, and then the final 8 head to Malta for the 500k LAN finals. You know I'll be locked in for all of it. And lastly, over in the Liquid camp, things are spiraling. After a 1-2 loss to VP Academy, yep, that's the Academy, Twistzz dropped a brutal tweet. We are not a team, no words for how we play. And that's coming from a major winner. So yeah, you can feel the frustration. You look at this Liquid roster on paper as well, and you think to yourself, yeah, this should cook. But it's just not working out. The scoreboard was rough, and when Twistzz is even publicly calling it out, it's clear things are boiling behind the scenes. We'll see what happens, because right now Liquid are looking lost, and I'm not really sure what to make of it, to be honest. But yeah, this is the bracket thus far at Cologne, with today's bangers being Spirit versus Na'Vi and Vitality versus MOUZ. I cannot wait, but if you would like to stay updated on the latest coverage of Cologne, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care.